Good morning, YouTube. We are live. Back again with some Resident Evil Zero. So, I do want to say, if you couldn't tell by the name of the stream, we are on a new run. So, oh, let me fix my webcam. Good as new. So, we decided, when I talked Friday stream, at the end of the stream, I did mention that we would probably be back, or excuse me, Saturday. I mentioned that we would probably be back to finish up our run, but I actually had a rough Saturday. I had a headache a lot of the day. Really surprised I even got through the 2 streams I got through, so wasn't really feeling it. Decided to just kind of have a relaxed, chill night instead. Now, I usually don't game on Sundays. I usually either just edit or relax and prepare for the week, but house was clean, didn't have anything to do. It was only like 10 or 11 o'clock. So I finished my normal run off stream, and that is why we are back today with a hard run. Now, not sure exactly how long it's going to take us to finish the run. How many streams? Like, we might not even finish it this week. We probably won't, because basically, hard is hard. We struggled enough with the regular run. So how we're going to do this is my least favorite way to play, but it's really the only way to do this properly. And we're going to be replaying a lot of sections over and over again. Basically trying to come out with the best results each time. Less amount of damage taken, the best RNG we can get. It's not going to be fun, to say the least. But I think we can get through it. I mean, we'll see if we can get through it. We're going to try. The main problem is that I don't know the strategies for it. Game volume's a little low, I think. I don't know why. Something. Hold on. Oh, I know why. One second. Plug my cord in backwards. Everything still works, but for some reason the game volume winds up really quiet when you plug it in reverse. Yep, that was the problem.
Resident Evil 0.
Alright. So yeah, not 100% sure on the best strategies. We're not going for a speed run, obviously. Pretty sure one hard run is going to be enough for me. We plan on doing like all of the other achievements and trophies on the normal difficulty.
This is Officer.
But yeah, like I said, we're gonna do our best to try to get through this. The train is never really much of a headache or a problem. No ammo in here. It's more so once you start getting towards the end of the training facility. There's some spots in it that are pain in the ass, don't get me wrong. Oh, mistake were made. Whoops.
Evil 0.
I didn't want to load. Oh man, I loaded.
Resident Evil 0.
So yeah, that's the biggest hurdle, is figuring out the best strategies for each section. Basically, you really got to take it section by section. Take your time. Enemies do obviously take more damage on the difficulty. But the hardest thing is that how scarce ammo is. So you really want to just take down what you have to. And do your best to run past what you don't have to. Oh man. I burned too much ammo.
Resident
Damn it.
Evil 0.
I was waiting for the music cue, and since it kept going, I was like, alright, he's still alive.
Resident
He wasn't.
Evil 0.
Alright, I think we got it this time. Like I said, your biggest thing is don't go wasting ammo. Because it is scarce. There are quite a lot of enemies in this game that you can run past. And honestly, you should, especially on hard mode.
Alright.
Resident Evil 0.
Yeah, this is going to be a large majority of the run, which is why it's going to take us quite some time to get through. Especially if you, when you have like the longer sections to play through. And we don't want to oversave or...
This is
But yeah, I've said this, I said this in the RE ranking video. I've said it playing the game on stream. This is just really not a game you want to play blind. Damn it, I should have stayed right here. Probably gonna run this back. Yeah. Hey, hey.
Resident Evil 0.
One of the really nice things playing RE on PC, if you have it, which I do not, but door skip mods, absolutely the move. Nemo, what are you doing in there, dude? Damn it! He was one bullet too.
Resident Evil 0.
Man, I can't wait for some of the harder parts. Can't even get through the beginning. I mean, we can get through it, but the whole point is to get through it without... Forgot there's a special cutscene to kill all three in there. Only reason I did is because of he wound up stepping in front of the other one. And you definitely want to kill the conductor. So we unfortunately just burned a little bit of ammo, a little bit of extra ammo. But it will make rerunning that part a little easier later, so. Come.
Resident Evil 0.
Can't catch a break. Thought about doing Leech Hunter mode today instead, but I'm not familiar with that either. And it doesn't really matter in terms of helping us with the hard, since bonus objectives don't carry over anyways. Come on. Yeah, so since we can't use our bonus objectives on a different difficulty file, it has to be on the same file that you can't change. Kind of felt like just getting, killing all enemies in Leech Hunter mode is a pain in the ass as well, don't get me wrong. At least so I've heard. But it's probably neck and neck, pretty even in terms of which run is more difficult doing that, because that's just a little bit more about knowing what to do. Oh god. Oh my god. We got lucky. RNG actually helped us for once. But yeah, in terms of like which one's more of a pain in the ass, they're probably neck and neck, so I felt, hey, I might as well get the hardest, or one of the harder or one of the harder runs for a trophy out of the way. It's not going to be fun regardless, but once we do knock out this and then the Leech Hunter stuff, everything else should come fairly easier. Because then at that point you can just I can run that clear save file off normal. I can use bonus items. If we do the Leech Hunter mode, we'll have infinite ammo for everything. Things of that sort. So yeah, get the headache run done now. Do the Leech Hunter second, and then everything else should pretty much be a breeze.
I'll go check over there.
Although I'm wondering, should I have given Billy my handgun ammo? Okay, that's gonna be our biggest thing, is trying to take the least amount of damage as possible, which obviously is always a dumb moment. But in other REs, I don't want to say even on hard, but because obviously you can run easier difficulties, right? And use your bonus items on harder difficulties, which is always nice. But what you can't do in this is exactly that. So not only do you want to try to take less damage, but you also got to really conserve your ammo. Can't just be blasting away on this difficulty. Which would be similar to if you went ahead and did like a not new game plus run on a harder difficulty. But even so, I don't know. It could just be because the difficulty in this feels a little bit harder in general. But what I will say is it is a, oh shit, that was a mistake. It is a rewarding kind of hard, where it's so annoyingly frustrating that if you do kind of get through it, you do feel pretty good about yourself. But I mean, even on like harder difficulties for other games, it's still pretty doable. It's the hardest difficulty, which I guess when you think about it, to be fair, this is this game's hardest difficulty. There is no like secret difficulty that you unlock. So that's fair, I guess. Because trying to run like Madhouse or Village of Shadows even, off of just a fresh new game is rough, to say the least. Golly. More ammo than I would have liked, but I really couldn't afford to take another shot. Unfortunately. But yeah, this difficulty, or this game in general, does, I think, feel a little more difficult. It's not necessarily that the game is more difficult than other REs, like, per se. It's more so that there is quite a bit of enemies. Quite a bit. Obviously, the Mimicries, the Slime Guy, or the Leechmen, whatever you want to call them, they're very difficult to deal with. Eliminator Apes are difficult to deal with, but it's just more so of how tight every level design is in this game. So the mansion is obviously tight in a lot of areas as well, especially like the hallways and stuff, but there are still areas that are a little bit larger, more room to maneuver. And you do get a couple of those in this game as well, but more so those are like boss fight areas. Whereas I feel like even in Remake, I mean, with Remake, even in the original, there are still some open areas that you can maneuver around in. I don't really feel that this game presents a lot of those with like common enemies. So you have to be, and there's no obviously no dodge mechanic or anything like that. So you really have to be cautious with the things that you do essentially. Where like start of the stream I reran that section back how many times? A dozen times until we were able to not take any damage through the first, you know, little section. And that's why. It's a lot more about efficiency than anything on with this particular game. There's really not a whole lot of room for error, or else you wind up soft locking yourself at some point. And if you don't have several save files, then you can just cook an entire run and have to restart the whole game. And obviously, no one wants to do that. This is the only reason that I was kind of okay with burning a little extra ammo up top. For those of you that don't know, this is quite possibly the one of the worst designed boss fights absolutely in the franchise, possibly in gaming. The only one that I can think of, funny enough off the top of my head, that might be worse is the second boss fight in this game. Where, as you can see with this one, I mean, I'm sure there are other games that have bosses like this for sure, but this is just kind of silly. But I'm not complaining, because this is absolutely an ammo saver. And then the very second boss in this is very similar in that it pretty much just takes a designed path in its battle arena. And there's even a spot you can stand in the entire fight that it won't touch you, but you can be a little less boring and maneuver around the whole time. It's just whenever he goes to move, don't move in his very predictable path. And you can also take him out by just burning a bunch of handgun ammo. Save. God damn it. That is the only downside to that strat. I didn't know. I figured he would have had more health on hard, to be honest with you. You want to back him up just a little bit before he dies so that you don't take that death swing when he dies. But it's all good. The biggest thing for this game, I don't want to say the biggest thing, but it's pretty big, is how you start off in the train can make the rest of your playthrough, not the entirety of it, but a large chunk of it, a lot easier or a lot harder. And it's as simple as knowing that you can knife that boss for the entirety of the fight. Don't use a single bullet, don't use a single heal. It's knowing that we pretty much no longer need this knife. It's a combination of a lot of things, but also one little neat strategy, which I actually haven't tested it on console in a while. Well, I haven't tested it on console, period. I'm going to assume it works the same. But if my memory serves me correctly, you can, any item you interact with in the train, even if you don't put it in your inventory, if you try to pick it up, it essentially marks it on the map. And that stays consistent throughout the game. But what's important here is that the train crashes, right? So at the end of that, once you come to and you're in that little wreckage area, all your items that you interacted with will be there as well. We probably could have just speed ran past him, but well, we're not going to try to take damage here. So even if you don't interact, even if you don't pick up the item, if you just interact with it, it should throw it in the loot pile at the end of the train crash. And since you can easily backtrack to that area from it's obviously going to cost you a little time, but since you can easily backtrack to that area once you're in the actual training facility. Oh shit, I fucked up. It makes it a lot easier to manage the train as well, because like, okay, I don't need to pick up everything. For the most part in this train, you can run past a lot of these enemies, and it's very easy to not take a bunch of damage on the train, so you can easily just interact with these items and almost kind of stack up some good loot for ammo and some heals even, so that when you get to the facility, which was part of my mistake on my first normal run because I hadn't played the game in ages, it was that I kind of just used too many. I didn't kill the right enemies here, and so as a result I took more damage on the train than I needed to, and as a result of that I used way more heals than I should have. So by the time I got to the facility, I kind of was already low and had to burn some of the heals in the lobby. So again, get through this a lot cleaner, make sure you have all your inventory, and you wind up with a substantially better head start at the training facility, and then that ammo those heals and that ammo, instead of already starting to burn through some of it, you are kind of starting to stockpile a nice little inventory together. So one thing goddamn, Rebecca. One thing we could have done, but we're not going to, and I hope it doesn't bite me in the ass. We could have... That hunting gun is some cheeks. It has the higher damage output, but it's... God, I don't know why I keep doing that. It's like the worst thing to do is waste ammo, and I've wasted 2 whole bullets. That matters. But anyways, it's really just not worth using. Instead of carrying it around, taking up an inventory spot.
Okay.
Although it is kind of nice for this part with the dogs. But I'm going to try to just get to blasting ASAP and hope we don't take damage. Because we haven't saved either. So... super lucky, but we'll take it. I burnt a couple of extra bullets, but honestly, I'd rather burn a couple extra handgun bullets right now than burn heals. Heals are going to be a lot more valuable later in the game. Or heals are a lot more valuable in general. Alright, Billy can still pick up our hook shot.
I'll go check over there.
Okay.
I honestly didn't need to do that.
Let's go.
Yeah.
And then another key is to kind of do your best to use Billy for basically everything you can, and kind of just protect Rebecca at all costs. There's a couple of very niche uses for Rebecca. Like I think her animation for throwing Molotovs is quicker, for example. So for the very few
This way.
Roger.
Mimicry Marcuses that you have to kill, which is only a couple of them in the game, it's like 2, maybe 3. She could be your better bet in those situations. But again, you're talking killing 2 or 3 enemies in a game with hundreds of enemies. So when I say she has a few very niche uses, that is absolutely the case. Love her. But yeah, not the most useful in this game. And it's mainly because she doesn't deal as much damage as Billy, and obviously she doesn't take as much damage as Billy. So she's really, It's not even like you can say, oh, at least she's a glass cannon. Like, hey, they gave her a super high, like, critical headshot ratio or, you know, something like that. No, they did not. They did our girl super dirty. Her main use is for the puzzle. Oh, shit. Damn it. Damn it. Shoot, Rebecca. We shouldn't have taken... Damn, we did. Fuck. Might be a hard mode difference. If you save your partner in time, you really shouldn't take any damage. But we clearly did. I'm trying to get all the way to the facility without saving. And so far, so good-ish. We have 3 full heals. But both of us are caution. I messed up. Cost myself some bullets there. Hey. And we're already out of them. Hey. So I should have had Rebecca in place already, and I didn't. Mistakes like that you can't always afford to make, unfortunately. But we're gonna try. Like I said, we've already burnt a couple of extra bullets, and I mean, it's probably totaled up to about 5 or 6 by now. And, you know, stuff really does start to add up.
Let's regroup.
Roger.
But at this point,
Let's split up.
Roger.
Come on.
Okay.
we're pretty much out of here.
I'll go alone.
Roger.
I'm trying to pull up my map here. But it would have been nice to get through this double green still. Wait, why did I go this way? I mean, like I said, we're not speed running, so it doesn't really make a difference.
Let's regroup.
Okay.
Wait, I didn't want to go up here either, good lord. I want to go to the conductor's office and get those full heals real quick. Go, go, go. Because I definitely didn't interact with the ones on the shelf. Plus, we need the briefcase. And that's right, we could have grabbed it from the other side since we cleared the leeches. Billy has the shotty shells, right? Yeah. Let's not go that way. Rebecca's over here trying to shoot these things. You're not burning my ammo, Missy. Not today. Alright, we just need the briefcase so that we can get the card, move up to the front, and then get out of here. I do want to interact with the ink ribbons. There's herbage. Whoops, we do not need to come in here. Alrighty. Whoops. No, thank you. Rebecca, yes, okay. Excuse me, sir. Yes, I will take that. Thank you, thank you. I did not mean to go through this store. Thank God we're not speed running. But yeah, I think after this we're going to go ahead and do the Leech Hunter stuff. Partially, because like I said, I'd like to get... What? I'd like to get it out of the way. I guess I wasn't on the reader. Partially to get out of the way, but also I'm going to save the S rank for infinite ammo. Alright, Rebecca
I'll
will
go
stay
over to the back deck
behind.
and manipulate the control panel for the brake. Then you apply the brake from here, okay?
All right. Billy.
Alright, real quick, can we exchange? Does she have... Okay, she has room. And she has the handgun ammo anyways. So grab our key card. And we make our mad dash to the back of the car. Having the riot gun on us right now wouldn't have been the worst thing in the world. For the group of 3 that we have to clear, or at least, you know, we can at least get them knocked down, then that's cool too. But, oh shit. At this point, it's obviously not worth the detour on a timed thing. We are gonna pray to Jeebus. Oh shit, you know what? I messed up, didn't I? I have 13 bullets. Shit. Yep, that's it. Now we have to restart the entire game because we didn't want to save. Ah.
Resident Evil 0.
That's very upsetting and depressing. And that's why RE0 is not very fun. We're 50 minutes into the stream, and we have made exactly 0 minutes and 0 seconds of game time progress now. What? This game sucks ass sometimes, man. How many, like, run it back. How many times did we run that section and we did that exact same strat and he never touched us? Just one. That's why I hate RNG based games, I really do. It's a lot of RNG. There's no reason he should have touched us, ever. And then if you've also noticed the RNG on the very first zombie we turn around and kill, sometimes he's 3 shots, sometimes he's 2 shots. You want him in 2. And we just got him in 2. But then the game said, haha, fuck you. This zombie that has never touched you before is all of a sudden gonna nail you. And he was just 3. You know what I'm saying? Alright, this is the part that had us restarting over and over again the first time. Trying not to take any damage from the Cerberus dogs. Alright, I'm gonna take a quick break. I'm already starting to get a little frustrated. Put it in the chat. Alright, give me like 5 minutes. Alright, we're back.
Resident Evil 0.
This is
That was clean. That was very clean. I'm happy with that. Beep, beep, beep. I hate that. Stupid body blocking. Oh wait, I'm tripping. Although we could have left Billy there.
I'll go alone.
okay.
Actually, no, we need him down there anyways.
Oh, whoops. Trying to conserve a little ammo now. Feel like we're light.
You're joking. Hope I have enough space to back up so I don't take it accurate. Oh god, he's still alive? What? 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 You're joking. This fight fucked me. This was such a clean run, too. How is he still alive? Says we're still fine, but that still sucks. What did we take 3 hits during that fight for no reason? Bro, die and get out of my way. Try not to take damage here. Alright, so far pretty clean except for the boss fight, unfortunately. I mean, it didn't like take our health status down, but definitely took some shots that we shouldn't have. That's my least favorite part of this game. Because I'm so used to just interacting with an object and then using the item that we need for it. So the amount of times I do that. But no, you just walk up to it and use the item on your own. Excuse me, sir. I have no beef with you. Alright, everybody strapped up and ready to go. We all strapped diddly dude. Alright, we got lucky with the RNG last time. I don't think we're gonna get as lucky this time, but we'll see. Oh my god, no Rebecca? Why is she not with? That fucked us. No. Oh my god. Oh my god. Get in the fucking crawl space, Rebecca. Jesus.
Come on.
Roger.
I have no idea why we weren't teamed up, bro. Guess I never teamed up after we got, after we linked back up.
I'll go check over there.
Okay.
Everybody's least favorite thing.
This way.
Okay.
Alright, we gotta deal with this zombie that came out of the furnace, or refrigerator, whatever the hell it's supposed to be. Don't want to forget about his ass. Alright, we are preemptively R1 squaring over and over and over again. But this is what I meant earlier, where it's just like the game expects you to deal with a lot tighter areas, I think, than just about any other RE. And now Billy is officially low, that's bad. Like I said, the goal would have been to get through this without really having to burn any heals. But we'll see. We will see. God damn it, Rebecca. You stupid bitch. She didn't try to stop and fucking shoot, man. That just screwed us. This is a botched. This is botched. I should just restart. I'm gonna regret not doing it. But I've already had to restart so many times. I'm just so over it. I just want to actually make progress. didn't grab the fucking jewelry case upstairs. Damn it. Not a big deal, but we could have went the other way. Oh, it's the other bathroom. Whoops. Do we interact with the ink ribbon? Yeah. Okay. Uh. What up, AJ? Where is this damn thing again? I'm having the biggest brain fart. I don't think it's up here, right? No, this is the room Rebecca was locked in. It is down. Further down. Oh no, it is up here. Okay, cool. Oh, no, it's not.
You stay here.
Yeah.
Billy has room. No, he doesn't. Now he does. I need food. Alright, after I grab some lunch when I come back, if we die on the next run or something, we're just gonna call the stream there. Because I do have some things I have to do later, and I was at least planning to get through some of the game, but at this point, we are at the exact same place that we were an hour and a half ago. So, we'll see. I'll be back.
All right, we're back. All righty. All right, here we go.
Resident Evil 0. I'm midway.
Really?
Alright, we had a really clean run with the dogs last time. Let's hope we can do it again. I'm so over this already.
Resident Evil 0.
Yeah, it's just, it's super critical to get this whole train section done pretty much flawlessly. It's gonna really determine the rest of your run. Alright, that was clean. Oh.
Mushu, what are you doing?
You stay here.
Yeah.
Boop. Oh, I saw the reflection off that thing on the table. I thought that was an item. I was like, is there an item on this table that I've never known about? I did my very best to prepare myself for this run, though. I know it's going to be some ass. Dee 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 dee.
Resident Evil 0.
Should not have gotten hit there. God, no manual or no automatic saves is just so ass. Any game that's been updated to get a remaster since the inception of autosave should have had
This
it.
is office.
I don't care how that makes anyone feel. Did I take him down? I don't see him getting up. I think we got a headshot on the way down. Well, we got that part down at least. I mean, it's not like we can't take damage, we just don't want to. Like I said, we're trying to get through this whole train section without really burning too much ammo and without burning any heals. And we can save. I'm just personally trying not to. I want to be able to have a couple of extra saves for later in the game, so that if I need, if I hit some really rough sections, I have that option of over saving here and there. Wait, can we not exchange? There we go.
You stay here.
Yeah.
But yeah, it'd be nice to oversave or have that option at least at some point. Because we're gonna try a lot of speedrun tactics for hard mode. Which means a lot of, this entire stream, just replaying sections over and over until you get it just how you need, excuse me, just how you needed it to. See, I don't...
Resident Evil.
I guess I gotta take him out. I don't know. He's not supposed to spawn in the fucking aisleway.
Resident Evil 0.
He's supposed to spawn in the fucking seats.
This is off.
I mean, that is normally why we take that zombie out with Rebecca, but I was hoping to be able to just speed run it, essentially, and just run past him, but I guess on hard mode that's not an option.
Alright, so we'll take him out on this trip. Like we had been doing. Like I said, I was hoping to save some more ammo, but doesn't seem like it's going to allow me to. So we'll take him out. Whoops. I mean, we could take him out with Billy. It's actually probably the smarter thing to do anyways. You'll save potentially a little more ammo since he dishes it out a little higher.
I'll go check over there.
Yeah.
Yes, I will press all the buttons. Alright, let's kill this bastard. I think there's 3 zombies in here. Yeah, I think we're gonna cut the stream. I'm not making any progress today. I might do a little run off stream, try to get, you know, more comfortable with the run. And then we will go from there. But yeah, unfortunately, short stream today. That was not really the game plan. I mean, it is only noon. I could try one more run here. I just need to make sure I have enough time to finish everything I need to finish today before I cook dinner.
Resident Evil.
And I felt like we would have at least gotten through the train. But it's getting to that point to where I need, knowing how long it's going to take me to get to the facility where I want to do my first save, starting to run out of time. Yeah, I don't know how people do this, man. I really don't. I mean, it's doable. I don't know how people do this and enjoy it, is what I should say. There's nothing enjoyable to me about this. Okay, we're just wasting ammo because the game's shittily designed.
Resident Evil 0.
I'm also tired of fucking load game being at the top.
Resident Evil 0.
Really? Yeah, if we don't do it in this run, though, I don't think I have enough time to comfortably get to the facility. So we'll probably end it. Oh shit, I ran the wrong way. Yeah, it sucks that I can't get a clean run through this damn train. Alrighty, for the 8 millionth time this morning.
I'll go check over there.
Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, the biggest thing that sucks is that this game is just heavily RNG based, which is probably my least favorite design element in a game. Because, and I've said this before, RNG is just garbage. It has nothing to do with skill, and it has everything to do with luck. That's complete bullshit to me. I like to play games where I can genuinely get better and then complete a task if need be. Meaning, once you get good enough or once you get comfortable enough, you can do it every single time flawlessly. But with like this, it's just straight RNG. Sometimes that first zombie takes 3 bullets, sometimes it takes 2. Sometimes certain zombies will get up off the floor, and sometimes they straight up won't. Like, I mean, we saw in that one section that on what, Saturday morning? That one section in the treatment facility that I kept running back a couple times, where half the time the one zombie in the library got up and half the time he didn't. And you know, if he doesn't get up, then one of the zombies upstairs also doesn't get up. That's just silly and stupid to me. Because, like I said, it's like, it makes it... There's only so many outcomes, I'll say that. So if you do pay attention, you know, like I said, if the zombie in the library doesn't get up, then you know the one guy upstairs doesn't get up. So, I mean, there are things you can pay attention for that. And figure out, oh, okay, it's this set of circumstances this time, but it's still stupid because it's not a challenge. If it's a dice roll, it's by definition not really a challenge in my opinion, because it's not something that you can just skillfully complete. You need the dice roll on your side, and yeah, that's always been garbage to me. That is my least favorite part of playing old Resident Evils. I love all the games. I love like Zero and Remake. I like Zero story-wise more, but I love the story, I love the lore, I love the characters, but I kind of genuinely hate the gameplay. I just hate the RNG elements of the gameplay. Everything else is fine. Like the camera angles, old CCTV angles, that doesn't bother me at all. I actually kind of enjoy it. I wouldn't say I prefer it over more modern Resident Evils, but I would say that I don't necessarily like one over the other. I don't really prefer one over the other. I like both when... Oh, I got lucky. I like both when implemented properly. But what I will say is, I wish that the RE2 remake came with, or had an unlockable after you beat the game, fixed camera angle mode. I think that would have been really cool. There actually is a PC mod for a fixed camera angle. And it is indeed pretty cool. I haven't played it myself, but I watched a couple of Resident Evil guys and gals play it, and it does indeed look very cool. So yeah, I think best case scenario, the game should have launched with that option. Kind of like how Village for DLC, which again, I think it should have launched with that option, but the Village DLC gave you the option of first or third person. That was part of it. And I think people really like that as, you know, as an option. And I think that would have been really cool to see. Now, obviously, Village came out after RE2 Remake, but they could have went back and added it or something, right? But yeah, best case, I think it should have launched with it. Worst case, after you at least complete the game once on any difficulty, Because if that's how they wanted it to be played, cool. So make people play the game once how you wanted it to be played. And once they've beaten it once, they unlock, you know, fixed camera angle mode. Now that could be a possibility. If they go back to any of like the spin-off RE titles that still use fixed camera angles. I don't see them remaking Zero again. Even though it's just an HD remaster. I don't know if you really consider this a full-blown remake. But I do expect them at some point to remake. And when they do, I'm kind of expecting the modernized treatment. But just like I just said, I wish they did with 2. If they do remake, if they decide that they want to do it in non-fixed camera angle, like they did with 2, I'd really believe that game needs to launch with the option. And I wouldn't even necessarily say make it an option after you've completed the game once. I think it needs to launch with the option of fixed camera or not, if they decide to do the modern spin on it. Because I do think a remake without fixed cameras, I think will potentially upset some people. What? And again, I'm not going to say only, but a lot of the... That's just silly. A lot of the people that are going to buy a... Jesus, this fight's fucking me. A lot of the people that are going to buy a remake of Remake are going to be your Remake fans, your Resident Evil fans, your OG fans. So yeah, I think you would potentially hurt a lot of those sales if you don't launch it with the fixed camera angle mode, or just keep it intact and not modernize it at all. But I don't think that option is going to happen. So I'm saying launch it with both. Okay, we're trying not to take that damage, but we're also trying not to take the boss dies damage. There's just no way to avoid that attack if you run up on them. Yeah, this run's busted. Yeah, we took too much damage. This run's already busted. See, the thing is that I'm so over this run already, and we have made 0 progress, that even though I know this run is busted, I'm just going to keep running it because I'm not restarting. 1, we don't even have the time, so if we restart, we're ending stream. But 2, I'm just so tired of replaying it over and over again to have a different section fuck me because of RNG, which is what we just talked about, me hating. Because it really is. Each time I've restarted, it's been a different section that's fucked me with shitty RNG. That's just... I'm over it. Especially since an hour ago, over an hour ago, we were literally done. I made one teeny tiny minor mistake and it killed me. And that's why this game's just not fun to play. That's why no one likes it. Which is a shame because the story is one of my favorites. The characters are some of my favorites as well. I love Rebecca. Billy is awesome. Stupidly cliche, but awesome for it. So the fact that he's just never made it back into another Resident Evil in any way kind of sucks. A great villain. A hilariously out of freaking left field type of story. Like, everything about this game is great, except the gameplay of the game itself. It's absolutely just, it's fucking terrible. Just to be completely frank about it, it's the definition of a miserable chore to play. Like, when people say, oh, this game looks like a chore to play, people say that, you know, I don't want to say a lot, because if, you know, people are saying that a lot, then people are making some shitty games, but it is some more of a common phrase to hear when, you know, games just look like a drag, essentially. And this game, if you look up chore to play, it's just, the dictionary definition is just a picture of Resident Evil 0. It's one of those things to where challenges can be super hard for a variety of reasons. But there are also absolutely challenging games and challenges in general that, even though it's super hard to complete, it's still fun. The process is still fun. Like, certain fights in certain games can be super frustrating, like Nah in God of War Ragnarok. That's a super frustrating. Why is she not shooting? Oh my god, 'cause she doesn't have a gun equipped. That's my fault. Yeah, like Nah in Ragnarok, that's just a super challenging fight, dude. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. But it's a fun challenge. Learning each moveset, learning how she functions, learning how to counter, what you need to do, what, you know, that's a fun part of the grind, the process. This game isn't a fun challenge. It's one of those things where they just made it hard for the sake of it. Where it's beat your head over the side of a wall hard. Not, hey, I'm enjoying this process, I'm learning. Because like I said, with certain things like the Nah fight in Ragnarok, that shit's not RNG. The King Raw fight is, and it was my least favorite fight in the game. But the skill-based fights, I love them because they're challenging, but you can learn. You learn over your hour, 2 hour, and you're like, oh, okay, now I think I got it, and then you got it. And once you got it, you got it. You can do it every time. But with this game in particular, since it's 95% RNG, there's no, I finally got it, because the very next run, a different zombie could pop up that didn't pop up the last 7 times you ran the game. And you finally figured it out, but oh, now it's a different set of circumstances, because RNG, because good game mechanics, I guess. No, it's the definition of lazy. In my humble opinion. It's the definition of, well, we don't know how to actually make it challenging, so we're just going to make you bang your head over a brick wall. Until you get lucky enough to finish it. Because you hear, like, watch, like, professional, I mean, I say professional, but when I mean professional, I just mean people that are obviously spend a ridiculous amount of time doing it, so they set world records and things like that. So watch a professional speedrunner speedrun, like, older RE games like Zero or Remake. Listen to how many times you hear the word, oh, I got lucky, come out of their mouths.
Okay.
Or, oh, that was luck. Or, oh, thanks, RNG. It's absurd. And that's not to diminish their accomplishments, because even trying to speedrun sections that generally stay the same, I can't do it half the time. I take too much damage. I can't get past it without taking damage. So there's certainly a boatload of skills that go into speedrunning these games, but it's still just hilariously absurd how many times the word luck will come out of their mouths in a run. Because it's the truth. You need to get lucky sometimes, a lot of the times, and that's lame to me. That's a lame game mechanic, a lame game design. If you don't know how to just make it challenging, my personal opinion, just don't fucking do it. If you're sitting in the dev room and you're like, alright, how do we make this more challenging? And the only idea that seems to fucking fit for everyone in the room is RNG, don't make it harder. Just leave what you got. Normal mode in this is hard enough, in my personal opinion, in my
I'll go
humble
check over
opinion.
there.
Okay.
It genuinely
This way.
is.
Okay.
Because here's the thing between normal and hard difficulty on this game. It's pretty pathetic, actually. Enemies do take a little more damage. They're a little more bullet spongy. But for the most part, the only true difference between hard and normal in this is the amount of ammo. It is grossly scarce in this. And normal is already difficult enough. If you don't manage your ammo properly on normal difficulty, you will not have ammo for the appropriate boss fights towards the end of the game. You just won't. So that's already... So we talked about it a little bit earlier. What makes this game difficult is just how tight and narrow almost every section of the game is. The only areas where you really have room to maneuver in any capacity are some of the boss fights. That's almost it. Everything is super tight and super close. So there really is no... You basically gotta memorize where all the enemies are. That's point blank, that's it. You have to run each section enough times. I fucked up again. We could have saved 3 bullets. You basically have to run each section enough times to memorize where all the enemies are, so that you know exactly where you can stand in a room, which room you can run through, and etc. Because you straight up do not, you don't really have, I don't even think this is an opinion, you don't have enough ammo in normal mode to take out everything. So you damn sure don't have enough ammo in hard mode to do it. So that's really why this game is so difficult, because it really makes you just essentially memorize the entirety of it, or else you're kind of shot. And that's bullshit, by the way. It's not like the longest Resident Evil game in existence.
Follow me. Oh.
Stop wasting my fucking ammo. And that's another thing. The AI is garbage. So, like, they just wasted my bullets on fucking enemies that don't really do any damage. There's no benefit to taking them out. I'm already light on ammo, and now I'm pretty much out of it. This is just such a not good run. But I mean, fuck it, right? Alright, we want to make sure that we've interacted with a lot of things. Like all of our herbage. I'm gonna try something new that's a little risky. I was thinking about sending Rebecca to the back of the car for the train sequence. Of course, zombies came back to life. And that's another thing. This game, not that like Remake doesn't. Not that Remake doesn't. But Zero really punishes you for backtracking. like really badly. So the train, not as big of a deal, but once you get to a certain area, once you, I don't know why we're talking like we're not spoiling anything. Once you get to the Eliminator apes and they start to spawn, you are like exclusively harshly punished for any backtrack you make. And it's pretty much to the point to where it's not worth it. So you basically at all times want to make sure you have the key items you need. And if there's anything you really don't have to, like if you're good on health and you think you can make it to the next big heals or ammo, whatever, it's a good idea to just say fuck it.
Let's split up.
Okay,
This way.
Roger.
Alright, so I believe we've interacted with everything, so we need to interact with the hunting gun up top. Do we have all 16 shells? No, we only have 14. That's weird. RNG, I guess. We've had 16 usually. I went the wrong way. Do 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 do. Trying to think, does Rebecca have any handgun ammo? I think she does, and I need it. Yes, yes she does. Oh my god, this shitty game. Like, I'm literally in front of the card reader. Alright, so here's our game plan this time. Don't fucking die. That's the game plan. Because this is it. You get to the back of the train and you're done. You're to the training facility. And we can do a save-a-roo. Although this was not a clean run, unfortunately.
I'll go.
Alright, fuck these guys. They get up too late anyways. I don't know who they think they're fooling. See, why is there a zombie here sometimes and sometimes there's not? Oh, the music in this game, incredible. Everything in this game is incredible except for the actual gameplay itself. Come on. What? Run, Billy. Run, Billy. This is bad. Yep, we're fucked. Oh, we got lucky with that double knockdown. That still fucked us though. We do not have anywhere near enough ammo for the training facility. I mean, we can try to deploy a couple of speed run tactics in the training facility to save some ammo, but we're gonna have to rerun sections several times. I went to the wrong door. We're gonna have to rerun sections several times until we get them just right, because we can't afford. Because right now, the only reason why I'm even considering continuing this run is we're pretty solid on heals. We still have 2 full heals, and we don't necessarily have to heal Rebecca just yet. She should be able to take 1 more hit from a weaker enemy. I mean, she can't get bit by like a zombie with like military gear or anything like that. But yeah, she should be able to take a hit from like a cockroach or something and be good. So we're good there. I'm happy with the heals. I'm just not happy with our ammo count. I would also feel a little bit better if Rebecca has taken no damage, because she is already cautioned. But like I said, I think there's a couple of speedrun tactics we could bang out on in the facility, I mean. Now, like I said, it's going to involve doing quite a few reruns, but I am going the right way, right? Wait. Oh my god, I made the biggest circle by accident. I wanted to get the hunting gun, but I shouldn't have gone the way I went. I mean, I'm still good on time. I didn't want to have to reload this gun. So this gun is not that great. I mean, it dishes out damage, don't get me... What? Alright. That's it, folks. That is it. I've had enough. Plus, like I said, we needed to finish that run because we don't have time to do another one and get to the facility. So we're going to call it in. So far, this hard run has been everything I thought it would be. It's absolutely terrible. It's absolutely unenjoyable. And so far, it's absolutely the worst thing I've ever done in a Resident Evil game. The only thing I think that would be worse than this, though, is going to be the Invisible Enemy run and Real Survivor run in Remake. Those are going to be ass, too. So that's unfortunate. Was hoping that we would at least get into the facility and a decent bit into the facility, maybe even get to the part of getting some tablets, but the game sucks. What can I say? And I'm also not that great at the game, so it's like a double negative. You know, we're clashing here. Skill issue plus terribly designed game generally means non-successful runs. So we will be back. Not sure. We might not be back with any RE0 this week. Work schedule's pretty busy, and Stellar Blade comes out on Friday, and we've honestly just been running plat runs waiting for Stellar Blade anyways. So yeah, I'm not sure if we're going to have any more Zero on the agenda this week. It really depends on how work shakes out. So I do believe, unless you see me live again before Friday, and depending on when I finish things up tonight, I might try to hop back on, maybe do a couple more runs and hopefully actually get somewhere this time. But if you don't see me before Friday, it's going to be Stellar Blade. If you do, we might get a little more RE0 going. But that is it for today, possibly. And if we don't see you back this evening, I will be back next time. I am back.